Hey everybody, it's Jason from the Texas Gun Vault 2, and today I'm coming to you with another car video and another question and answer video. In my last frequently asked question video, I was talking about how I got into firearms, and at the end of that video I said, hey, if you guys have anything else you want to know about me or the character, the Texas Gun Vault, I guess Jason from the Texas Gun Vault, or anything else about firearms or what I think about this or that, I got a few suggestions, such as carry insurance, and I'll do a video on that as well. But one of my subscribers, David, asked me regarding something I had talked about in the past about being a musician. And actually, that's kind of why I'm dressed up right now. I'm actually at a gig. I'm at a gig. I just got done with a sound check. I'm a trombone player. In case you don't know, I'm playing in a top 40 band tonight at some wedding out here at some vineyard in the kind of the middle of nowhere, Texas today. And we just got done with our sound check, and we don't play for like another hour. So just decided to go out here in the car and make a video. So David had asked me, he goes, how did you get started playing the trombone? And the answer to that is really easy, but I think there's a greater moral to the story that is more important to talk about than the actual answer. So let me answer the question first. I got into trombone playing because I had a middle school director. His name was Ken Rogie. And I remember when I was in sixth grade, and we had all of these different electives that we could pick. And I remember that the choir came in and did something, and like the metal shop came in and talked about whatever they do and whatever. And then the band came in and played something. And as a little tiny sixth grader, I was blown away by it. I knew at that moment I wanted to do that and be part of that. So I wanted to play saxophone. I signed up for like a saxophone class or something. And it was already filled up. So the band director, I guess, just needing a trombone player, said, hey, you look like a trombone player. Looked at my teeth or something. And that decision, that encounter, which I do remember vividly, I remember walking into that band room, changed my life forever. Because I was just like, okay, sounds good to me. So I signed up for a trombone. And that's how I got started on this path that has led me to where I'm at. Because music literally defines me. It is my career. It is my passion. And has been everything I've ever done. And so I guess the moral of the story is we as just good human beings need to take great care and pay a lot of attention to our interactions with others, because a small interaction that you have with somebody could change the course of their lives forever. And of course, you want that change always to be positive. As I just kind of mentioned, I don't think that band director, Mr. Rogie, as I knew him, understood in that moment how he changed my life forever. He just needed a trombone player, but he was upbeat and positive about it. And just because he just kind of directed me on this path, he literally changed the course of my life. And I would not be here if it wasn't for that definitive moment in my life, which at the time was insignificant. And so just kind of like I go back to talk about how we interact with other people online, and the things that we say to others, how we interact with others, it is so crucial to understand that what we say, what we do, how we interact with somebody else can have this butterfly effect, which in the moment is completely insignificant, but can profoundly change the life of another person. And so if you have constant positive interactions, even if they are mean and nasty to you, even if you don't like them, but you take the righteous path, you take the good path, and you interact with them in a positive way, that whether or not they're aware of it, maybe some interaction you have with them leads them in a very profound positive direction. And that, I think, gives your life purpose and meaning to a great degree. So I was never able to tell Mr. Rogie how he affected my life. Unfortunately, he passed away when he actually just retired from directing many, many years ago. So I never got to interact with him, and I never got to tell him how that moment changed my life forever. And as a teacher now, I have students that go off and do, or start great careers, whether it's in music or out of music, and they come back to me and they tell me these things about how something I said affected them, or how the relationship that we had as a mentor. I guided them through a tough time in their life, and it means so much to me that I had some type of positive interaction. The saying that I like to tell my colleagues, and it's a borrowed saying from one of my mentors, who told me that as a music educator, we are not in the business of teaching musicians. We are in the business of teaching good human beings. And I think that's a profound statement, that it's my job as a teacher to make good people out of kids. And I think that extends to the way that we should interact with everybody else in the world. So, long answer to a short question. How did I get started playing trombone? Well, now you know. A very insignificant moment in my life that had a profound impact and shaped everything. So there you go, and how I feel like we should interact with other people. And so when you get upset or you want to post some type of mean comment with, Facebook and Twitter and YouTube and all this kind of stuff, it makes human interaction so impersonal that realize that on the other side of that screen, the other side of that keyboard, is another person with feelings and emotions and thoughts that you could in some way profoundly affect. And even though you say, oh, it's just words, it's just me being truthful, whatever, but to realize that interaction can have profound effects, both positive and negative. And I don't know about you, but my goal in life is to leave this place better than I found it. And I hope in some small way I have and will continue to do so. So there you go. So how did I get started in trombone playing? A question from David, and kind of a great moral to the story, which I hope you guys take and run with, and let me know what you think about it. So there you go. So let me know if you have any other questions, and I'll try to make these little video response car videos about them here in the Texas Gun Vault too. So let me know if you have any questions. And as always, thanks for watching.